Hi friends, and today topic we are discussing about the stored procedure, like how to code like the DB2 stored procedure. We can able to see, and these are like that is I am going to cover in this topic. Understand the concept and advantage stored procedure, how to code a client program, how to code a stored procedure in DB2, and we need to set up like a stored procedure in this system table that is called like sysavm dot sys procedure table. Whenever you are setting up the new procedures, we have to mention the system procedure into the, we need to set up this procedure into the system defined table. And these are like some of the steps like while going preparing the store procedure. We need to use like procedure division using, and parameters we have to define in the linkage section, and prepare using CF as an environment, call attachment facility as an environment, and use load library call. This is a load library we can able to use. Like I have defined like a, generally it depends on the project which load library we have to, but we need to use load library called like I'm giving a sample example. This is load library, and we have to mention in the system load model, and bind package in the collection we have to mention the package name in the collection. And similar like previous slide or like a setup you need to do by in the system ivm.sys procedures. Coming to this stored procedure, how the flow is working. This is a structure of like a client program, and this is a DB2 server. In the client program, we are mentioning like a coding like a SQL call that procedure name, like a stored procedure name. But actually, the stored procedure coding in the server side. This is a client program means whenever the you can able to see that is the user running with the client store procedure calling the store procedure, but the store procedure will run using in the DB2 server side. It is not in the application program side, it is running in the server side. That is the advantage of the stored procedure. And this is a stored procedure name. You can able to see this is a server and this is a DB2, and this is a procedure name, stored procedure name. In the stored procedure, these are like already statements is there, but while executing the in the application program, the client program, he will call like a stored procedure. Like you can able to see the syntax, execute SQL call stored procedure name procx, and we have to give like a parameters values inside in out. What is an in out parameter? So once you given the parameter, based on the procedure name, it will call like this store procedure in the server side. Like basically we are using the parameter used to define the procedure to pass in or out here. You can able to see in or out what are the values. The stored procedure is a program that is controlled by DB2, can be called through an SQL statement. We can able to call like the using SQL statement. You can able to see SQL call, and the program can be receive the parameter and also have a ability to return the data to the calling application. Basically, the client program to DB2 server has a many traffic without a procedure, but procedure 2 is to avoid. That's why we are using the store procedure. Friend, this is another important question, like why we are using a store procedure. We can tell like the client program to DB2 server has been many traffic without a procedure, but to avoid this we are using the procedure. To avoid it, we are using call store procedure. And these are like a consideration we have to take. We can able to run in 370 environment. We can able to code any language like a COBOL, PL1, C. Best code like a reentrance means, what is the reentrance mean? Nothing but which will enable to parallel execution of the program, means it is not reentrant. We call like only one user can use a procedure at a certain point of time. This is the advantage of the CSS. CSS reentrance means which enable the parallel execution of the program, means we can able to use like a multiple user can be used the same program. That is called reentrance. If it is not reentrance, then it is only one user can use the same procedure at any point time. And we cannot some of the limitation is there for this stored procedure. These we cannot able to issue a CF call attachment facility call, and cannot call like other stored procedure. One procedure can be call like one call can be having only one stored procedure. We cannot able to have the nested stored procedure call. and we cannot able to give like a commit or rollback. We cannot able to use a connect statement. These are the only 4 limitations is there. Other the advantage of like I can use non-DB2 resource without 2 PCs, and must be defined in the catalog. Client can be local or remote. It means this client can be remote or local. And this is the syntax for the stored procedure. You can able to see. This is the syntax for the stored procedure. Previously here exec call, you can able to see the same call here, like in the client application call stored procedure name here, and these are like a parameter. This is a sample one. I given like a this syntax is for all values, like we can able to use like this syntax for the different types of parameters, how we can able to use like different types of variables. And this is a call and procedure name, and host variable also we can able to see, we can able to give. This is the one parameter, and along with we can able to give like a host variable, constant value, and you can able to see the inside this bracket begin. These are the values is their optional value. Any one of the thing we can able to use here inside the bracket. And these are like host variable also it can be used, and constant can be used inside the bracket. Null values also can be used, null, and using descriptor and descriptor name also we can able to see. We can able to see some elaborate syntaxes, and here the call procedure name. Here nothing but procedure name. Inside the bracket begin I given the host variable. This is like a, you can able to see the colon, 3 host variable is there. First employee comma and host variable colon, and project again comma, and colon account. These are like an example for the host variable. We can able to give like a 3-way host variable, and why we are giving 3 here means one is the in out and in out. We can able to see in the next page how the why we are using the 3 parameters here like a host variable. And here you can able to see other than the along with we can able to use like a null indicator field also. At the time what is the syntax here? Host variable and null indicator field, another host variable and null indicator field. And this is for host variable, and next one is for constant. This is a call procedure name, and you can able to see the constant value. How constant will inside the code we have given single quote the number, and inside the code again. Here one more difference, like generally in DB2 we are giving like a numeric value means we are giving only the numbers. We are not giving any single code. But in procedure we have to give even numbers or text. We have to give in the inside the code, single quote. Here the combination is we are going to passing the constant value along with host variable. See, this is a difference. The constant I am going to pass, even I can able to pass along with the host variable. Next, this is like a call, and we can able to see the I can use like a host variable also here. That's why I given a procedure name. I can able to run in the runtime, and then colon to host variable. Another syntax procedure name, then using descriptor. Here this syntax, for this syntax this is an example using descriptor and descriptor name. You can able to see the descriptor name colon SQLDA. Similar like a call host variable and using descriptor, same like descriptor name. These are the some of the similar example of a call stored procedure syntaxes. Example for, so this is the syntax, main syntax. This is the main syntax. And previously I told we have used like a 3 host variable. Now we can able to see like why we are giving the host variable. Like we have to 3 parameter, like a parameter 1, 2, 3, and parameter this is like a one is parameter 1 called like in, and 2 is in out, and 3 is for out variable. In out and out variable. And here like this syntax is for null indicator field. Why using the null indicator? Simple with the null values, and this is simple linkage value, and this is while passing like a null indicator field. We will see like why we are using the, at what condition we can able to use the null indicator value. So this is like a simple first one. This type of linkage allow you to use the null parameters that are defined in the output parameter. For the output parameter, we can add like a indicator field variable. If the variable is set to negative value, DB2 will not pass the like a whole variable to the procedure. This technique will help to speed up the call as the DB2 having less information to send. Like why is telling like if we are having like null indicator value having negative value, then DB2 I don't want to send the data to the DB2, then we can use like an indicator field. And this is like we can able to, by using parameter also we can able to see set the null indicator value. And this is a simple with the null indicator field. This type of linkage will require the null indicator for the parameter regardless whether they are in out or in out. Means here we can able to use the null indicator field along with the to pass require the null indicator value for the in out and in out. This is the in out and in out field. For the both the type of linkage, we have to define why we are using like at three fields. In means this parameter contain the no value upon return from the procedure, means this is only for the input value, and out contain this is not passed along with the procedure, and in out contain the data flows in both direction. Means what are the parameter we are passing, like this parameter is only for sending the value, and this parameter is to sending out value. And this parameter we can able to use like to pass like both directional value. That's why we call like we have to follow this standard in out and out value. Means this is a both directional, this is single direction, and this is also single direction field. That's why it is like in out and in out field. And this is like a stored procedure. We have to do some setups here by doing the DB2 stored procedure. And this is like a procedure name. We will use like a procedure. And authenticated nothing but user ID of the entry, and LU name means LU name of the logical unit name, that is whatever the entry you are going to use. And this is like a generally this DB2 setup will do by admin or like a DBA team. And load module name of the program used for the node module collection ID. But while doing the DB2 setup, you need to use these parameter values. Palm list, complete the description and language, what language you are using, and these are like ASU time, maximum time of CPU service use, and stay resident, program stays on the in storage after it has been completed, and then IBM request. These are the parameters we have to use in out and out. Single direction, this is also single direction, and this is like a this is single direction, out is a single direction, in out means nothing but bidirectional value. And to allow DB to know whether how to send a store procedure to use, you will need to have to make entry in the catalog table that I told like in the sysibm.system catalog table. That's all friends. This is like a small topic in the store procedure, and in the next upcoming video I will come like another topic to discuss about the DB2. Friends, if you are having any questions on the stored procedure, please comment in the chat. Like I will reply to your questions. Please share this video to whoever want to learn the DB2 application. Thank you all.